Well, firstly, apologies for the t-shirt. I'm a big MotoGP fan as well, and I was up at MCN Live yesterday. Well, yes, the Sutil Hamilton disagreement, so to speak, makes Felipe and Lewis's aggressive tendencies toward each other on and off the track this past season seems like child's play. Adrian's thrown his toys out the pram. I mean, he's only made a rod for his own back. It's an unfortunate incident that happened. But Adrian's got no one else to blame but himself. He can't take it out on Lewis, who's got media commitments. They had the McLaren launch a couple of days after the trial, and probably Lewis has been doing the rounds, on sponsorship, with a lot of the partners, probably Vodafone, Mercedes. There's just so much work that goes into these, the drivers. And obviously what they have to do is their sponsorship requirements on their contract. So Adrian should really respect what Lewis has done, because I think in some respects Lewis might have done him a favour by not turning up. And his sentence, he's lucky. It could have gone completely the wrong way, and then Adrian would have been an ex-F1 driver with a criminal record. There's two other drivers, ex-F1 drivers, most notably one Dutchman, Jos de Vos Verstappen, who was acquitted of attempted murder on his ex-girlfriend, but still a big no-no. JJ Leto potentially could end up in prison for 2.5 years through a drunken incident involving a speedboat. Well, I don't care who you are, I don't care what sport you're in, you don't drink and drive. End of story. It doesn't matter what you're going to be driving, whether it's riding a motorcycle or speedboat or parasail or whatever. If you're intoxicated, just leave it alone. Just go onto the couch and have some Z's. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Launches. I think it's really... I've got one thing to say, really. I don't like online launches. It takes away the excitement, the buzz, the adrenaline, the goosebumps on the back of people's necks. People, if they want to go to a launch, they would rather see the car. I'm sorry, but with what's happened with Caterham, with Lotus, it's all been a bit, in my honest, a bit farcical, because the Caterham incident was the most profound one, and it was the very first launch of the F1 2012 season. Let's not forget. F1 Racing and Caterham had done a tie-in. Let's release the car online and on the magazine on the same day. Alright, UK subscribers got the magazine the day before, and what happened? Twitter, Facebook went mad because people were posting pictures. That's what you don't want before an online launch. You don't want people to scoop you. And then Caterham obviously recognised the mistake that F1 Racing had potentially made and gone, ugh. Okay, let's just sort of jump on the bandwagon. But by then it was too late. I'd rather go and see a car itself. You can see so much more with your own eyes and really have an appreciation for the machinery, the craftsmanship, the attention to detail these engineers have on these cars. So it would be a live launch for me. Rubens Barichello. I think it'd be a great addition to the IndyCar scene. It was really good to see him back behind the wheel and going full chat in a KV Racing Chevrolet DW12. I think he's going to make the move. It's the only logical solution for him to be competitive in a top-line open-wheel racing series. Yes, we're not going to see him in his 20th year in F1. It's a shame. But guys, every racing driver moves on. Rubens is no different. Racing is in his blood, a bit like Ayrton. Obviously, Ayrton, we've missed him. We've loved him and missed him for nearly 20 years now. And You got to remember that Rubens has emotions too. Yeah, yes, he's a lovely, he's a gentleman of the sport, and he's truly an international superstar. So it doesn't matter where he goes, whether it's sports car racing, GT3, LMP1, IndyCar, NASCAR trucks, nationwide series. It doesn't matter. He's going to create a buzz everywhere he goes because everyone knows him from F1. That's the beauty of it. And in some respects, that's really going to, when he goes onto the street courses, if he signs, because I hope he does, because he'd make a fantastic teammate to Tony Kanaan, he'd be closer to his family as well, let's not forget. So, it's sort of mixed emotions with regards to him making the move, but I hope he does it. For his sake, he wants to keep racing. Don't worry about where he goes, follow him. Ooh! Well, there is one notable exception from the ranks of Twitter in F1. Vettel, get your act together. Come on, just join the bandwagon. I mean, the thing is that I think there's two actually. Fernando Alonso, another back-to-back double world champion. I think if we had these two guys. I mean, the thing is that Fernando, as of late, I think really, well, let's forget him. No. Get him out of the way. Been a bit grumpy, isn't he, old Fernando, recently? Especially at Vaughan. He had the situation with his divorce from his pop star wife, and he's now seeing this other woman, and it's all gone blown out of proportion. So I think he'd be inactive for quite a while. But yeah, I think Seb would be a fantastic addition to Twitter. I mean, he is another international star. He's not Germanic, he's not Teutonic. He's got a great British sense of humour. That's one of the things that's appealing. Yes, he's a German. Well, I'm part German myself, so I've kind of got a little bit of a soft spot for him, as a fan. As a driver, extremely talented because he's got the right car underneath him, and it'll be interesting to see how dominant he is this season. But with the rules, we don't know yet. All will be revealed when the first wheels get turned in anger tomorrow. Fantastic. Well, today, even. So, who knows? But yes, Sebastian Vettel, personal plea. Kommen Sie auf Twitter. Bitte. I mean, the thing is that if we had him, we'd have a wide spectrum. I mean, yes, you've got people like Charles Pic, Jean-Eric Vergne, Daniel Ricciardo, yes, well said, yeah, has just joined Twitter. And yeah, I think it's great. I mean, it's great for the fans to have some interactivity without having to pester them. There are people out there that do pester, and I think in some respects there's a time and a place to approach, just like on social networking. I think some people have probably learned the hard way. But yeah, I think if we have Sebastian on Twitter, that would really be a good thing. So yeah, Seb, come on, mate, just make the choice, and it's a new world. Technology has to be embraced, not just from an engineering perspective, but from IT. Smartphones. I mean, from this phone here, I can access my blog, my Facebook pages that I run, emails, phone calls, text messages. There's apps out there where we can follow our favourite drivers. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you've got a smartphone, use it to its full capacity. So please, Seb, get on Twitter. It'd be great to have you. But who knows? He might not change. He might not decide to. But it's a case of wait and see. So hopefully, we'll have our youngest ever double world champion on the Twitter grid. Now, there's a hashtag for you.